Hello friends, we have to solve these equations. Question 1. 16 minus p is equal to 13. Question 2. m minus 3 is equal to 7. Question 3. 40 is equal to 20. So we have to solve them one after the what? After the other. Question 1. 16 minus p is equal to 13. So we are looking for the value of p. All we need to do here is to collect like terms. Okay? So 16 we cross over and meet 13. So what is left here is minus p is equal to 13 was here before. So this 16 is having what? A positive what? Sign before the 16. So the plus 16 will cross over and turn to minus 16. So we have minus p is equal to 13 take away 16. Okay, is equal to minus 3. How do we get this? Let me quickly show you from here. If you are subtracting a bigger number from a smaller number, it's impossible. You write negative. Then you open a bracket and say bigger number minus smaller number. The bigger number is 16 minus smaller number is 13. So that will give me minus 16 minus 13 is what? Is 3. So that's how we got the minus 3 here. Okay. Now from here, how do we get the value of p? You cannot leave the answer this way because p is having a negative sign. I must remove the negative sign. And for me to do that, this minus sign, there's an invisible one here, minus 1p. So I'm going to multiply both sides of the equation by what? By minus 1. So minus 1 times minus p is equal to what? Minus 1 times minus 3 here. So minus times minus is what? Is plus. 1 times p is p equals to minus times minus is plus. 1 times 3 is 3. So the positive sign can be removed. Okay, instead of writing plus p, I can write what? P, because there's an invisible plus before the p equals to what? Plus 3 is the same thing as 3. So our answer is p is equal to 3, which is our correct answer. For question 2, we have m minus 3 is equal to what? Is equal to 7. I'm looking for the value of m. I need to collect like terms, okay? So what I will do here is to collect like terms, bringing the numbers together. And when I bring the numbers together, I can get the value of m. So I will have m is equal to 7 was already here. Then minus 3 will cross over to the other side and the sign will change to positive 3. So therefore my m is equal to 7 plus 3 is equal to 10. And that's my correct answer. Let's quickly solve the third question, question 3. Question 3 says from here, 40 is equal to 20. So I have 40 is equal to what? 20. I'm looking for the value of t, which is our variable. We don't know the value. So I'll divide both sides of the equation by what? By the coefficient of t, which is 4. Okay? That is, divide both sides by 4. So I will have 40 is equal to what? 20. So left hand side will be divided by 4, the coefficient of t. Right hand side will be divided by 4, the coefficient of t. So 4 divided by 4, I'm left with what? T is equal to 20 divided by 4 is equal to what? Is equal to 5. Okay, that is 4 is a common factor. 4 can go in 4, 4 can go in 20. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 20 divided by 4 is 5. That's how I got this 5. So this is my correct answer. Hello friends, we are asked to solve these equations. Question 1, 72 is equal to 9x. Question 2, 12 is equal to 3y. And question 3, 4x is equal to 20. So let's start solving them one after the other. The first question, 72 is equal to what? 9x. So all we need to do is to divide both sides of the equation by the coefficient of what? Of x. Because we are looking for the value of x. And the coefficient is 9. So we divide left hand side divided by 9. Right hand side divided by 9. Okay, so 72 divided by 9. So 9 is a common factor. So 9 in 9 is 1. Then 72 divided by 9 is what? Is 8. So 9 here 1, 9 here 1. So we have 8 is equal to x, which implies that if 8 is equal to x, it means that x is equal to 8. Because the variable or the value of the unknown, which is the alphabet, must be on the left-hand side. So therefore, our answer is S is equal to 8. This is correct. Question 2. We have 12 is equal to what? 3y. Okay, all we need to do here is to divide both sides of the equation by what? By the coefficient of the unknown, which is what? The coefficient of the unknown. Y is the unknown, and the coefficient is 3. So I'll divide left-hand side and right-hand side by 3, which is the coefficient. So 12 divided by 3 is equal to 4. Then 3 cancel 3. So we are left with what? 4 is equal to y, which also implies that y is equal to what? Is equal to 4. So this is the correct answer. Then we look at question 3. What is question 3? 4x is equal to 20. Okay, so we are looking for the value of the variable x. X is the unknown. And how do we get the value of x? We divide both sides of the equation by what? By 4. Because 4 is the coefficient. So left-hand side divided by 4. Right-hand side divided by 4. So 4 cancels 4. We are left with what? X here equals to 20 divided by 4 is equal to what? Is equal to 5. That is 4 here 1, 4 here 5. Therefore, x is equal to 5. And this is our correct answer. Hello, we are asked to solve this equation. Question 1, 28 divided by x is equal to 7. Question 2, x minus 5 is equal to 0. Question 3, 20 is equal to 5x. So how do we solve all these three equations? Let's start one after the other. Number 1, 28 divided by x is equal to 7. All you need to do is to what? Introduce divided by 1 here, because all numbers, they have 1 as their denominator. Then you what? You cross multiply. Cross multiply. So when you cross multiply, always cross the one with the alphabet first. So x will cross and meet 7. You have what? X multiply by 7 equals to, then 28 will cross to go and meet 1. So you have 28 multiplied by 1. So x times 7 is what? Is 7x equals to 28 multiplied by 1 is what? Is 28. So the next thing to do is to divide both sides of the equation by the coefficient of x, which is 7. So divide left hand side by 7, right hand side by 7. So 7 cancels 7. So what do we have here? X is equal to, now 7 is a common factor. 7 divided by 7 is 1. 28 divided by 7 is equal to 4. So our answer is S is equal to 4. This is the correct answer. Let's quickly move to question 2. Question 2, we have x minus 5 is equal to 0. All you need to do is to collect like terms. Okay, so when you collect like terms, what will happen is that the term with the same variable will be added together. So we have x is equal to 0 was said before, you have 0. Minus 5 will cross over to the other side, and the sign will change from minus to plus. So our answer is s is equal to 0 plus 5 is the same thing as what? As 5. So this is the correct answer. Let's move to question 3. What do we have in question 3? We have 20 is equal to 5x. We are looking for the value of x. So we divide both sides of the equation by the what? By the coefficient of x, which is 5. So left hand side divided by 5, right hand side divided by 5. So 20 divided by 5 is equal to 4. So we have 4 here is equal to, then 5 divided by 5. You have our x. So we cannot leave the answer like this because the unknown is always on the left hand side. If 4 is equal to x, then x is also equal to 4. So this is the correct answer. Hello, we have to solve this following. Question 1. Find the solution of 3x equals to minus 15. Question 2. Find the value of y, which makes y plus 3 equals to minus 5. So we are going to solve them one after the other. Question 1. Find the solution of 3x equals to minus 15. We are looking for the value of x. So what we need to do is to divide both sides of the equation by the coefficient of what? Of x, which is 3. So I'm going to divide left hand side divided by 3, right hand side divided by 3. So 3 is a common factor. So 3 in 3, 1. 3 divided by 3, 1. So what is here is what? X equals to. Now, the numerator is having negative as what? As the sign. While the denominator is having invisible plus. So minus divided by plus is equal to minus. Then 3 and 15, the common factor is 3. So we use 3 to divide both the numerator and denominator. So 3 divided by 3 is equal to 1, while 3 divided by 15 is equal to 5. So we put 5 here. So our answer here is x is equal to minus 5, which is the correct answer. Let's move to question 2. Question 2 says, find the value of y, which makes y plus 3 to be equal to what? Minus 5. We are looking for the value of y. So what we need to do here is to collect like terms. Collect like terms. That's in short. I'm looking for the value of y. So I will have y is equal to minus 5 is already on the right hand side. I will write it. Then the plus 3 will cross over to the other side and the sign will change from positive to negative 3. So I will have y is equal to minus 5 and minus 3 is equal to minus 8. So this is our correct answer. How did I get minus 8? You can do it like this. Minus 5 and minus 3. What is the common symbol? Negative is what? Is common. So you bring out the negative. Then you add the two numbers, 5 plus 3. And that will give us minus 5 plus 3 is what? Is 8. So that is how I got this. Is that okay? See you in my next video. Bye for now. Hello, we are to solve these equations. Question 1. 10 times m is equal to 10. Question 2. 19 equals to 19 plus y. Question 3. 6 equals to x divided by 3. So let's solve them one after the other. Question 1. 10 multiplied by m is equal to what? Is equal to 10. So 10 multiplied by m will give us 10m. Equals to what? Equals to 10. So the next thing we do is to divide both sides of the equation by the coefficient of m, which is 10. So we have divided by 10, divided by 10. So 10 divided by 10, then 10 divided by 10. 10 is a common factor here. So 10 divided by 10 is 1. 10 divided by 10 is equal to 1. So what we have here is m equals to 1 divided by 1 is 1. So this is the correct answer. Let's move to number 2, question 2. For question 2, we have 19 equals to what? 19 plus y. So we are looking for the value of y. So all we need to do is to collect what? Is to collect like terms. So we have 19 was here before. So this 19 will cross over to the left hand side and the sign will change from positive to negative. We have minus 19. Because there's an invisible plus in front of this 19. So equals to what? Plus y, which is the same thing as y. So 19 minus 19 is 0 equals to y, which we can rewrite as what? As y equals to 0, because the variable or the unknown is always on the left hand side. So that's the correct answer. Let's move to the third one quickly. Question 3 says y and 6 equals to x divided by 3. So question 3, we have 6 is equal to what? X divided by 3. So whenever you see any equation like this, the first thing to do is that this 6 here has 1 as what? As its what? Denominator. So then from here you can cross multiply. So when you cross multiply, always cross the one with the alphabet first. So x multiplied by 1 will be crossed first. So you have 1 times x on the left hand side equals to, then the other one, 6 multiplied by 3 on the right hand side. What is 1 times x is equal to x equals to 6 times 3 is what? 18. And that's the value of our x, which is correct. Hello, we are to find the solution of number 1, 12 is equal to 12 minus x. Number 2, 15 is equal to 18 minus p. And number 3, 39 is equal to 6 minus 6y. So let's solve them one after the other. Question 1. 12 is equal to 12 minus x. The first thing to do is to what? Is to collect like terms. Collect like terms. Okay, when you collect like terms, 12 is already here. This 12 will cross over to the left-hand side, and the sign will change from positive to negative 12 equals to minus x. 12 minus 12 will give us 0 equals to minus x. Okay, so from here, I can rearrange, taking minus x to this side and taking 0 to this side. So we have minus x coming to this side, okay, equals to 0 coming to this side. From there, I'll multiply both sides of the equation. Actually, what I did there was swapping. When you swap, the sign remains the same. Okay, so you multiply both sides of the what? Equation by negative. So we have minus 1 multiplied by minus x equals to minus 1 multiplied by 0. Minus times minus is plus. Then we have plus x equals to minus 1 times 0. Any number multiplied by 0 is what? Is 0. Therefore, our answer is x is equal to 0. That's for number 1. Question 2. We have 15 equals to 18 minus p. We have to solve for the value of p. So all we need to do here is to what? Is to collect like terms. When you collect like terms, we have 15 here. 18 will cross to the left-hand side and turn to negative because it was positive. It will turn to minus 18 equals to minus p. 15 minus 18 is equal to minus 3 equals to what? Minus p. I'm looking for the value of p. Okay? So what I will do here is that I will multiply both sides of the equation by minus 1 because the coefficient of p here is minus 1. There's an invisible one here. So I will say minus 1 multiplied by minus 3 equals to minus 1 multiplied by minus p. So minus times minus is plus. 1 times 3 is 3. That's plus 3 equals to minus times minus is plus. 1 times p is p. Okay, so since 3 is equal to p, it also implies that p is equal to 3 because the unknown is always on the left-hand side of the equation. Then let's look at the third one, number 3. Question 3 says 39 equals to 6 minus 6y. Okay, 39 equals to 6 minus 6y. The first thing to do is to collect like terms. When you collect like terms, we have 39. You have 39. 6 will cross over to the other side, and the sign will change from plus to minus. Equals to minus 6 is left here, minus 6y. So 39 minus 6 is equal to what? 33. Equals to what? Minus 6y. So since I'm looking for the value of y, I will divide both sides of the equation by minus 6. This minus 6 here. Because minus 6 is the coefficient of y. So I'll divide left-hand side divided by minus 6. Right-hand side divided by minus 6. Okay. So from here, I have the right-hand side. Minus divided by minus is equal to plus. 6 cancels 6. I'm left with y. Then the left-hand side, I have plus 33 over minus 6. So plus divided by minus is minus. What is the common factor that can cut? 3 is a common factor. 6 divided by 3 is equal to 2. 33 divided by 3 is equal to 11. So I have 11 divided by 2. All I need to do is what? Is to bring my y to the left-hand side. Because in algebra, the unknown, which is y, is always on the left-hand side. So we have y is equal to minus 11 over 2. So this is an improper fraction. I cannot leave the answer like this. So I have to change it to what? To mixed fraction. So which implies that y is equal to minus. So 11 divided by 2 is 5 whole number. It will remain 1 over 2. So these are my answers. Thank you. Hello, we have two questions here. The first question is the equation x divided by 4 is equal to 5 true when x is equal to 24. Okay, so let's start. Now, for this equation to be true, the left-hand side of the equation must be equal to the right-hand side. X divided by 4 is the left-hand side, then 5 is the right-hand side, okay? All right. Now we have when x is equal to 24 from this question. What is the question? We have x divided by 4. Anywhere we see x, we substitute for the value of x as 24 inside here. So we have, anywhere I see this x, I'll replace it with 24 divided by the 4 here. And what is 24 divided by 4 is equal to 6. So x divided by 4 will give me 6, which is not equal to the right hand side. So 6 is not equal to 5. Since the left hand side is not equal to right hand side, then x divided by 4 equals to 5 is not true. It's not true when x is equal to what? 24. So that's the end of the first question. Now for question 2. The question says solve the equation 18 minus x is equal to what? Is equal to 7. Question 2. 18 minus x is equal to 7. To find the value of x, I will what? Collect like terms. So collecting like terms, the terms that have the same variable will cross and be added or subtracted from one another. So I'm looking for the value of it. So we have minus x on the left hand side here equals to 7 was here before. 18 will cross over to the other side and the sign will change from plus 18 to minus 18. Remember, before this 18 there's an invisible plus here. That's why the sign is changing from plus to minus. So we have minus x is equal to 7 minus 18 is equal to minus 11. Now I'm looking for the value of x. For me to do that, I need to multiply both sides of the equation by what? By minus 1. Okay? So we have minus 1 times minus x equals to minus 1 multiplied by minus 11. Minus multiplied by minus will give me plus. Then I have my x equals to minus multiplied by minus will give me plus. Then I have my 11. So I can decide to what? To remove the plus and get my answer. So plus x is the same thing as x. And plus 11 is the same thing as what? 11. So these are my two answers and they are both correct. Hello, we are to solve these equations. Number 1, 11 plus k is equal to 9. Number 2, p plus 3 is equal to 7. Number 3, x minus 5 is equal to 8. So let's start with number 1. Number 1, 11 plus k is equal to what? Is equal to 9. We have to look for the value of the unknown. All this alphabet represents unknown and they represent numbers. Okay? To find the value of k, we collect like terms. So we have k is already here equals to 9. 11 will cross over to the other side and turn to negative sign, minus 11. So we have k equals to 9 minus 11 will give us what? Minus 2. That's the first one. Number 2, which is p plus 3 is equal to 7. We are looking for the value of p. So all we need to do here is to collect like terms. Okay, so that will give us p is equal to 7 was already here. Okay, so plus 3 will cross over to the other side and turn to minus 3. So we have p is equals to 7 take away 3 will give us what? Will give us 4. Let's move to the third question. X minus 5 is equal to 8. So we collect what? we collect like terms. So that will give us x is equal to 8 is already on the right hand side, 8. So minus 5 will cross over to the other side and turn to positive 5. Therefore, our answer is x is equal to 8 plus 5 is equal to 13. So these are our answers and they are all correct. Hello, let's look at this equation. Solve 12 divided by m is equal to 4. So the first thing to do is to introduce divided by 1 on the other side, because every whole number, they have 1 as their denominator. Then we now cross multiply. When you cross multiply, if you cross multiply, m will multiply by 4, we have m times 4, while 12 will cross and multiply 1, so it's equal to 12 multiplied by 1. So m times 4 is equal to 4m. The number will come before the alphabet or the variable, equals to 12 times 1 is equal to what? Is equal to 12. I'm looking for the value of m, so I'll divide both sides of the equation by the coefficient of m, which is 4. So I will have left hand side divided by 4, right hand side divided by 4. So 4 cancels 4. So on the right hand side, 4 is a common factor. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 12 divided by 4 is equal to 3. So my final answer is m is equal to 3. So that's my final answer. Okay, what do we have here? Solve these equations. Number 1, x minus 2 equals to 9. And number 2, 2x is equals to 22. So let's start with the first one, which is x minus 2 equals to 9. We are looking for the value of x. So we have to collect like terms. Collect like terms. To collect like terms, the x is already here that we are looking for. Then 9 is on the right hand side. Minus 2 will cross over to the other side and turn to what? And turn to plus 2. Okay, so our answer here is x equals to 9 plus 2 is equals to 11. Then the second one, number 2, we are asked to solve 2x equals to 22. We are looking for the value of x. So to solve this equation, we are going to divide both sides of the equation by the coefficient of x, which is 2. So left hand side divided by 2, right hand side divided by 2. So 2 divided by 2, we have 1, 1. Okay, so what is left here is x equals to, now 22 divided by 2 will give us 11. That is 2 here 1, 2 in 22, 11. So our answer is s equals to what? 11. Thank you. Hello, we have to solve this equation. That is 3y equals to 18. All we need to do to find the value of y is to divide both sides of the equation by the coefficient of y, which is 3. Okay, so divide both sides by 3. So I have 3y is equal to 18. Left hand side divided by 3, right hand side divided by 3. So 3 is a common factor. 3 here 1, 3 here 1. Okay, so 18 can be divided by 3. So 3 is a common factor. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 18 divided by 3 is 6. So my answer is y is equal to 6. So that's my answer. Hello, we have to solve this equation. Solve 7k plus 3 is equal to 17. So the first thing to do is to collect like terms. Collect like terms. So we have 7k equals to 17. Then plus 3 will cross over to the other side and turn to minus 3 because they have the same variable. So we have 7k equals to 17 minus 3 will give us 14. So to find the value of k, we divide both sides of the equation by the coefficient of what? Of k. So which is 7. So left hand side divided by 7, right hand side divided by 7. So 7 cancels 7. So we are left with k is equal to 7 divided by 7 is 1. 14 divided by 7 is equal to 2. So k is equal to 2. So this is the correct answer. Hello, we have to solve this equation. Solve 8x minus 6 equals to 12. So the first thing to do here is to collect like terms. Collect like terms. So that will give us 8x equals to 12 was here before. Minus 6 will cross over to the other side, and the sign will change from minus 6 to plus 6. So we have 8x equals to 12 plus 6 will result to 18. To get the value of x, we divide both sides of the equation by the coefficient of x, which is 8. So we divide the left-hand side by 8 and the right-hand side by 8. So 8 cancels 8. So we are left with x equals to, now 8 cannot divide 18 directly. There will be a remainder. So what we need to do, let's first divide by 2. So 8 divided by 2 will give us 4. 18 divided by 2 will give us 9. So we have 9 divided by 4. But we cannot leave our answer like this. So what we need to do is to convert this improper fraction to mixed fraction. So we have x equals to 9 divided by 4 will give us what? Will give us 2 whole number. It will remain 1 over 4. This is our answer. To confirm, 4 times 2 is 8 plus 1, 9. So that's our correct answer. Hello, we have to solve this equation. Solve 4p plus 6 equals to 19. So the first thing to do is to collect like terms. Collect like terms. When you collect like terms, we have 4p equals, this 19 was there before. Then the plus 6 will cross over to the other side, and the sign will change from positive to negative 6. So we have negative 6. So we have 4p equals to 19 minus 6 is equal to what? Is equal to 13. So to find the value of p, we divide both sides of the equation by the coefficient of p, which is 4. So left-hand side divided by 4, right-hand side divided by 4. So 4 is a common factor. So 4 cancels 4, 1. 4 cancels 4, 1. Okay, so what is left here is p equals to, now 4 dividing 13, we'll be left with a remainder. Okay, so how many 4 can go in 13? We have what? We have 3. Okay, that's 3 whole number. It will remain 1 over 4. So this is our correct answer. To confirm, 4 times 3 is 12 plus 1, 13. So p is equal to 3 whole number, 1 over 4. So this is our correct answer. Hello, we have to solve this equation. Solve p plus 6 equals to 9. So the first thing to do is to collect like terms. You collect like terms. So when you collect like terms, we have p is equal to 9. The plus 6 will cross over to the other side, and the sign will change from positive to negative 6. So we have negative 6 here. So then we have p is equals to 9 minus 6 is equal to 3. So this is our correct answer. Hello, we have to solve this equation. 2 divided by 5 plus 6x equals to 4. So the first thing to do here is to introduce over 1 and divided by 1 here, because all numbers can be divided by 1, which still gives us the same number. So we have the denominators are now 5, 1, and 1. So what is the LCM of the denominator? The LCM of all the denominators is equal to 5. Okay, then we multiply all through by the what? By the LCM of the denominators. So we have 5 multiplied by 2 over 5 plus 5 multiplied by 6x divided by 1 equals to 5 multiplied by 4 divided by 1. Okay, so 5 cancels 5. What is left here? 1 times 2 is 2, right? Plus 5 times 6x will give us what? 30x equals to 5 times 4 is what? Will give us 20. So from here, we can collect like terms, okay? We collect like terms. And when you collect like terms, the 2 here will cross over to the other side. So what is left here is what? 30x. So we have 30x equals to 20. So there's an invisible plus sign in front of 2 So these two will cross to the other side and it will change to -2. So we have 30x equals to 20 minus 2 is what? Will give us 18. So we divide both sides of the equation by what? By the coefficient of x, which is 30. So 30 cancels 30, you have 1, 1. So 1 times x is x equals to. Now, we divide both the numerator and denominator here by what? By 6, because 6 is a common factor. So 18 divided by 6 will give us 3. 30 divided by 6 will be equal to 5. So our answer is s equals to 3/5. So this is our answer.